My girlfriend said, "My friends and I have a roast tradition." Don't be so sensitive. I smiled. I can take a joke. Then, during my turn, I joked about the secret debt I paid off for one friend, the affair I covered up for another, and the loan she never repaid from a third. The silence that followed was deafening. I, 29 male, have been dating Harper, 27, for about 18 months. She has this tight friend group from college, 4 women who do everything together. Monthly brunches, wine nights, the works. I've always been the plus one at their gatherings. Last Saturday was Harper's friend Simone's birthday. House party, about 20 people. I knew most of them by now. Harper warned me on the drive over, "Just so you know, we have this tradition at birthdays. We do a roast circle. Everyone gets a turn to make jokes about the birthday person. Then they get to roast everyone back. It's all in good fun." "Sounds brutal," I said. "Don't be so sensitive. It's how we show love. Just laugh along." "Cool. I can handle some jokes." The party was nice enough. Good food, decent music. Then around 10 p.m., they gathered everyone in the living room for the roast. It started tame. Jokes about Simone's dating life, her obsession with true crime podcasts, her inability to keep plants alive. She took it well, laughing along. Then it was her turn to roast back. She went around the circle. Light stuff mostly. Then she got to me. And Marcus, Harper's boyfriend who thinks watching YouTube videos about investing makes him Warren Buffett. Dude spent an hour at my last party explaining cryptocurrency to my grandma. She still asks me about Bitcoin every time I see her. Everyone laughed. Even I chuckled. It was true, I had cornered her poor grandma. But then Harper's other friends jumped in. Destiny. Remember when he wore cargo shorts to Harper's work event? The partners at her firm still call him Pockets. Layla. Or when he tried to fix Harper's car and made it worse, cost her $800 at the mechanic. Babe's got a good heart, but let's just say I handle our restaurant reservations now. After the anniversary disaster. The disaster was me booking a place that turned out to be closed for renovations. I'd felt terrible, but we'd laughed about it after. The hits kept coming. My job, IT support, my apartment, studio, my car, 2012 Honda, my hobbies, gaming, even my hairline, it's fine, just a normal widow's peak. I smiled through it all, laughed when everyone else did. But I was taking notes. Because here's what they didn't know. Being the quiet boyfriend in the corner for 18 months means I'd heard things. Lots of things. When the roast circle came back around, Simone asked if I wanted a turn. "Nah, I'm good," I said. "Come on," Harper nudged me. "Don't be a baby, everyone else went." "I really don't think, see?" Destiny smirked. "Can dish it out with the crypto talk, but can't take it." Layla, typical tech bro. All confidence online, none in real life. Harper looked embarrassed. "Babe, just do it. Make a joke about Simone's plants or something." I looked around the room. All these faces waiting for me to either chicken out or bomb. "All right," I said, "but remember, you asked for this." Update 1, I stood up, drink in hand. The room got quiet. "Simone, happy birthday. 27 years old and still killing plants faster than Agent Orange. But hey, at least plants can't report you to HR like your last assistant did, right?" Nervous laughs. Simone's smile tightened. Her last assistant had filed a complaint about workplace bullying. Simone told everyone it was just a misunderstanding, but I knew better. "Speaking of work drama, Destiny. Girl, you're here looking amazing. That promotion really agreed with you. Though I bet Tom from accounting would disagree, considering you threw him under the bus for that Excel error. What was it you told Harper? Better him than me?" Classic. Destiny's face went pale. I was joking. Just roasting. Like when you joked about needing that $3,000 loan from Harper for your mom's surgery. Still waiting on that payback, aren't we? But hey, those Louboutins you posted last week looked worth it. Harper grabbed my arm. "Marcus?" I gently removed her hand. "I'm showing love, babe. That's what this is, right?" I turned to Layla. "Layla, speaking of love, how's Brad? Still thinking you're at book club every Thursday?" That's dedication, maintaining a fake book club group chat for 6 months. Though I gotta say, the Great Gatsby discussion was a weird code name for meeting Dylan at that hotel. The room was dead silent now. Layla's husband Brad was staring at her. How do you? "Oh, Harper tells me everything. We're super close like that. Just like she told me about covering for you that weekend." "What did you tell Brad? Conference in Miami?" Brad stood up. What hotel? What Dylan? Roasting Brad. All jokes here. Like that time Harper had to lend Layla $500 for Plan B and a clinic visit. See? Hilarious. Layla was crying now. Brad was demanding answers. The party was imploding. But I wasn't done. And Harper, baby. My wonderful girlfriend who's so embarrassed by my studio apartment and 2012 Honda. Should I tell everyone about that time you needed my pathetic savings to bail your brother out of jail? Or how you're still on my Netflix, HBO, and Spotify because you can't afford your own subscriptions despite that fancy marketing job? Harper's face was crimson. Stop. Please stop. But it's tradition. Oh, here's a good one. Remember when you told these girls I was just a placeholder until you found someone better? That was funny. Or when you said you were only dating me because I was safe and would never cheat like your ex? Comedy gold. I set down my drink. Anyway, happy birthday, Simone. Thanks for the invite, this was fun. I headed for the door. Behind me, chaos. Brad. Dylan? Who the hell is Dylan? Layla. It's not, he's making it up. Destiny, you told him about the loan. Marcus. I didn't turn around. Update 2, my phone started blowing up before I even got to my car. 42 missed calls. Destiny, you ruined everything. Layla, Brad left, I hope you're happy. You're a psychopath. Harper deserves better. I turned off my phone and drove home. The next morning, Harper was at my door. Mascara streaked, hair a mess. How could you do that? Do what? Roast your friends? It's tradition. You destroyed my friend group. I told jokes, just like everyone else. Those weren't jokes. You revealed secrets, personal things. So when Destiny jokes about my cargo shorts, that's love. When I joke about her committing loan fraud, that's destruction. She was going through a hard time. And she bought designer shoes instead of paying back her friend. Harper pushed past me into my apartment. We need to talk about this. No, we don't. We're done. She spun around. What? I'm breaking up with you. Because of one night? Because you couldn't handle a few jokes? No, because you've spent 18 months treating me like a placeholder while mocking me to your friends. I never. I pulled out my phone, scrolled to a text she'd sent Destiny. Screenshot I'd taken weeks ago when she left her phone unlocked. Marcus is taking me to dinner for our anniversary. At least he's consistent. Consistently mediocre. Her face went white. I was just venting. Right, like when you told them I was basically a golden retriever, loyal and too dumb to know I could do better. How do you have these? You leave your phone open a lot, and you text your friends while sitting right next to me. I'm in IT, Harper. I notice screens. She sank onto my couch. So this was all revenge? No. This was me finally standing up for myself. Your friends have treated me like garbage since day one, and you not only allowed it, you encouraged it. It was just jokes. No. Jokes are funny. What you all do is cruel. You hide behind tradition to be mean. My phone buzzed. Brad of all people. Thank you. I knew something was off following Dylan's Instagram now. You saved me years of lies. I showed Harper. See, Brad's thanking me. You ruined Layla's marriage. Dylan ruined Layla's marriage. I just mentioned his name. Harper started crying. Real tears this time. My friends all hate each other now. Destiny won't talk to me because I told you about the loan. Simone's threatening to report Destiny at work for the Tom thing. Layla's staying with her mom. It's all falling apart. Sounds like it was a house of cards anyway. You're really just going to throw away 18 months? You threw it away every time you made me the punchline. She stood up, angry now. You know what? They were right about you. You are mediocre. Living in this crappy apartment, driving that old car, working your dead-end job. I was settling for you. And yet you needed my mediocre money for your brother, and my mediocre subscriptions for your shows. Funny how that works. I'm done. We're done. You'll regret this. The only thing I regret is not speaking up sooner. She slammed the door on her way out. Update 3. The fallout was extensive. Brad divorced Layla. Turns out Dylan wasn't the first affair. The hotel receipt I'd mentioned gave Brad the breadcrumb he needed. He found 2 years of evidence. Destiny got reported to HR by someone, not Tom. He'd moved companies. Turns out several coworkers had been documenting her throwing people under the bus. She got demoted. Simone's old assistant saw posts about the party drama on social media. She felt vindicated and shared her own story. 3 more former employees came forward. Simone's reputation in her industry tanked. Harper's brother called me. Sis says you two broke up? Yeah. Sorry to hear that, man. You were good to her. BW, I'll pay you back when I can. Don't worry about it. Nah, I will. You didn't have to help me, and she shouldn't have told her friends about it. Even her family knew she'd done me wrong. But here's where it gets interesting. I started getting messages from other people who knew them. Boyfriends, co-workers, acquaintances. All with similar stories. They did the same thing to me at a party. My girlfriend dumped me after they convinced her I was a loser. They made my wife cry at her own birthday dinner. Turns out the roast tradition had left a trail of hurt feelings over the years. People just never spoke up. One message stood out. From a woman named Claire. You probably don't remember me, but I was at Simone's Christmas party last year. They spent 20 minutes roasting me about my weight, my job, my apartment. I went home and cried for hours, seeing someone finally give them a taste of their own medicine. Thank you. I realized something. This wasn't just about me and Harper. This was a toxic friend group that had been hurting people for years under the guise of tradition. Final update. Life moved on. I focused on work, got a promotion. Turns out I'm not so mediocre after all. Started dating a woman from my climbing gym. She's kind, funny, and has never once mocked me to her friends. Harper reached out last week. Can we talk? I've been doing a lot of thinking. Against my better judgment, I agreed to coffee. She looked different. Tired. Humbled, maybe. I owe you an apology, she started. Okay. I've been in therapy, trying to understand why I thought that behavior was acceptable, why I needed to put you down to feel better about myself. I sipped my coffee, waited. The friend group is done, we don't speak anymore. And honestly, it's been peaceful. I didn't realize how exhausting it was. Always competing, always judging, always tearing each other down. Growth, good for you. I'm sorry, Marcus, you deserved better. You were nothing but good to me and I treated you like a placeholder? She winced. Yeah, and the thing is, you were right about all of it. We were mean, we called it tradition, but it was just cruelty. Why are you telling me this? Because I wanted you to know that what you did at that party, it needed to happen. We needed someone to show us who we really were, even if it destroyed everything. I didn't do it to help you grow, Harper. I did it because I was tired of being disrespected. I know, and you had every right. We finished our coffee in relative peace. As she got up to leave, she paused. For what it's worth, you were never mediocre. I was just too insecure to admit I was the one who wasn't good enough. I watched her go. No satisfaction in her admission. No desire to reconnect, just closure. Later that night, my new girlfriend asked about my day. Ran into my ex. She apologized for some stuff. That's good. How do you feel? Like I dodged a bullet. She laughed. Well, I'm glad you did. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. Yeah, me too. Looking back, I probably could have handled that party differently. Been the bigger person. Walked away quietly. But sometimes, being the bigger person just enables bad behavior. Sometimes, people need a mirror held up to their faces. And sometimes, the best roast is just the truth. Edit. Since people keep asking, no, I didn't plan the roast in advance. I just remembered things they'd told Harper over months of wine nights. When you treat someone like furniture, they tend to overhear a lot. Edit 2. To those saying I went too far, maybe. But they created an environment where cruelty was currency. I just made a large withdrawal.